Yes, you are hearing me. Hello, welcome. On behalf of our crew at Story and Song, the Board of Directors of the Story and Song Foundation, we're Donna Paz Kaufman and Mark Kaufman, and we want to welcome you to this amazing show that Bonnie and Les and the band have put together for us. We got a sneak preview with the sound check. Boy, are we going to leave this place happy. And that's why we show up for the arts, right? Because we know it helps counterbalance all of the other stuff. It does, and we need that. So thank you from Story and Song for your support of the arts. And if you have a bang-up time tonight, which I guarantee you will, remember that we've got the Story of Jazz happening all summer long. Starting with the Saturday of Memorial Day, come join us. The band will not only sing, Les will tell us about the history. It went so well last summer, we decided to continue it along. One last word, these things don't happen at Story and Song just magically. It takes a village. And I'd like to thank Jennifer Salisbury, one of our volunteers, who helped check you in today, and Sandy Navaroli, who's been busy at our bar, and Karen Bowden in the back. She has been busy at the bar, and she's also taking pictures tonight. So thank you and welcome.
Well, now that Donna said it all, I have nothing left to add. But that's nothing unusual. So again, it's a welcome from me, and it really is a pleasure for the number of years that we've known Les and Bonnie. They preceded us by a few years when they were doing the house band at the Ritz-Carlton. And then we moved to the island 22 years ago, and they were one of the first people we met and the first acts we enjoyed. It's been going strong ever since. So without further ado, I guess we're going to welcome Les DeMerle to the stage.
And the cell phones.
And, oh, yeah, that's a good reminder, too.
You don't want to be the one. Turn that cell light.
You know, the truth is, no one might hear it over the sound of the band. But at the same time, you know, it's probably going to go off at the same time. So, anyway, please help me welcome Les DeMerle.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, clap. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mark and Donna Kaufman. Give it up. Come fly with me, let's fly away. If you can use some exotic booze in the bar in far Bombay, come fly with me, let's fly away. Come fly with me, let's float down to Peru, where llama land is a one-man band and two. There's food for you. Fly with me, let's fly out in the blue. Once I get you up there, where the air is rarefied. How's everybody feeling? You're gonna groove, we're gonna be starry-eyed. Once I get you up there, ha! I'll be holding you so near. Yeah, you might even hear angels cheer from the dear. Weather-wise, it's such a lovely day. Just say the words and beat those words down too. Acapulco rain is perfect for flying honeymoon. That's what they say. Fly with me, let's fly, let's fly. Come on, guys. And let's fly away. Come on, horns, get it. We don't have go. Everybody clap your hands. Blow it, Jack, blow. You up there, Ajax on tenor, with air rarefied. Don't you know we're gonna glide while we're gonna be starry-eyed. Once I get you up there, I'll be holding you so near. You might even here. Hit it, guys. Angels cheer, comfort together. Weather-wise, it's such a lovely day. Inverted nerve. Just sing the birds that too. I'm okay. The perfect for flying honeymoon. That's what they say. Come fly with me. Let's fly, let's fly. Let's fly away, away, away. One, two, 3. All right. This is one of the Sinatra classics, ladies and gentlemen. This could only happen to a guy like me, and only in a swinging town like this. So I say to each of you most gratefully, Hallelujah, as I throw each one of you a kiss. This is my kind of town. Chicago is my kind of town. Chicago is my kind of razzmatazz. And it has all that jazz. Each time I leave Chicago is, don't you know it's tugging on my sleeve. Chicago is one town that just won't let you down. That's my kind of town. East side, talking about the swinging west side, all around the town. We started swinging down to Chili's in New York City, and then we went to PJ. Down at Chuck's Composite. Hit it, guys. After a train at the store, everybody swinging on the east side, baby. I'm talking about the sidewalks of New York. Get it, man. Whoa. In Chicago, and how about those Chicago Cubbies? You gotta get baseball, Chicago, oh Chicago, that's my town, that's my town, oh my town. East side, west side, all around the town. I even got a young lady over there. That's how Frank Sinatra started. You remember? At the Paramount Theater, all those young ladies were dying for a kiss, right? So I took the advantage. I went over to her, even though she's got a teddy bear there. Is that a bear or what is that? It's a dog. Can I see that dog a second? Bring that dog up here. I mean, you know, because I tell you, people say that my career is going to the dogs. So now I'm living proof of that. Here, you can have your little doggy back. What's his name?
Les.
I think you're going to change it to Frank Sinatra tonight. So tomorrow, that's all blue eyes, okay? All right. What's your name, sweetheart? Dakota. How about a round of applause for Dakota? It takes a lot to come up on stage. Thank you, Dakota. Thank you, little doggy, too. Ladies and gentlemen, Sinatra. Oh, my God. Where am I going to start? Well, I guess first I'm going to tell you that I'm probably one of the few living musicians that got to play with Frank Sinatra, tour with Frank Sinatra, hang out with Frank Sinatra, and it was all because we had the same boss. Frank Sinatra was discovered first by Mr. Harry James. In 1939, actually Dick Haymes was his singer before Sinatra in 1938, and Sinatra's band was playing the Paramount Harry James's band was playing the Paramount, and he heard on an airwave, a radio station, late at night, a voice that just captivated him. Harry told me this personally. So he said, where's that from? It was one of these remotes from a nightclub. It was called the Rustic Caverns in New Jersey. I think it was in Cliffside Heights or someplace. And so he took a cab from the Paramount Theater and went out to hear this voice that he heard. And then he went in and he said, I hear there's a singer in here in the house band. And he said, well, there's no band, but there's a guy that goes around from table to table in the restaurant, and he pushes the piano. And then when he gets there, the piano player comes out and he plays, and the guy sings. He said, what's his name? He said, his name is Frank Sinatra. He said, really? So Harry watched Frank go, table to table, take requests, and then he finally said, I love your sound, I want you to join my band. So he was the first one to hire Frank Sinatra, and that was 1939, and they recorded the tune called All or Nothing at All. That was Frank's first hit record. Now, what I have in common with Mr. Sinatra is that Harry James also discovered me. I was playing opposite his band at the Riverboat in New York, the Riverboat nightclub in New York in 1967 with my band called Sound 67. We were the opening act, and Harry said after our 3 weeks together, he says, let me have your card, kid. If we ever make a change in the band, I might consider calling you. So, he didn't have too shabby a drummer. His drummer at the time was Buddy Rich. And, I was backstage every night just digging Buddy with my mouth open like, how can anybody play drums this great, So he called me, Harry, about 2 years later. I was actually working with Wayne Newton in '69. That was my first Las Vegas experience. But he said, Les, Harry James here, Buddy Rich is leaving the band tomorrow, and we're up in Reno playing at Harrah's. Can you come up and take his place as my drummer? I said, Mr. James, I'd love to, but I'm with Wayne Newton. I'm playing the main room. He said, call Wayne at the ranch and see if he can get out of it, and get him a sub. But you got to be my drummer. So anyway, I worked it out with Wayne. He was very cordial about the whole thing. I did get him a great drummer, who at the time was Tony Bennett's drummer. His name was Joe Cacuzo. So he flew from Newark the next day and was in my chair playing Wayne Newton. I flew from Vegas to Reno and took Buddy Rich's chair with the great Harry James band. Now, because of that connection, yes, thank you. Thank you very much. I feel like, seriously, the most blessed man in the world to be able to tell you that I played with Frank Sinatra, with Harry James, with Tony Bennett, with Sarah Vaughan, Mel Torme, and toured with most of them. And later in the show, we're going to show you a video up here of me playing behind Frank Sinatra in Harry James's band. Yeah, so we're going to save that for a little bit. We don't want you to get too excited about that. So, you've got to pace yourselves a little bit here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the opening tune, my dear friend, sound man, and also a great, wonderful drummer himself, was kind enough to play the first few tunes in the show, Mr. Mark Gullidge. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. All right. Yeah. Don't get too comfortable back there, man. You know what I mean? Ladies and gentlemen, also, do you notice that all the band has got little red? Yeah. Actually, mine is real. All those are underwear. All of those are red panties from different chicks they've had through the years. I said, You know, so it's right, Ajax, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce my spectacular band. First of all, this is really amazing. Our trumpet player is our 2021 scholarship winner for the Amelia Island Jazz Festival. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Wyatt Bruno on trumpet. On the saxophone, a gentleman that's been with us now a few years. He just did the jazz cruise with us, our little big band cruise. He was out there with Mike and many of our friends, and we're going out November 10th again to the 17th. I'll tell you more about that later. But at the saxophones and the flute, ladies and gentlemen, a wonderful young player, Mr. Ajax McDonald. Ajax. At the piano, ladies and gentlemen, you know, Doug, I did the math the other day. We've been together like 35 years. It's been that long, 91 to now, you know. So he's amazing, you know, and it gets better every time, ladies and gentlemen. One of the finest piano players ever. And we started with us in 1991 at the Ritz-Carlton. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Doug Matthews at the piano. And of course, one of the great artists of all time, and I'm so blessed to have her as my wife, my partner, my love. Ladies and gentlemen, Bonnie Eisel. How about it? All right. Now, when we put this show together for you guys tonight, I wanted to focus on one period of Frank that is really the beginning of the Rat Pack, and that's like the 60s. And in 1965, he did an album live at the Sands. It was called Sinatra at the Sands. The band that he chose to back him up, and he could have had any band, he chose Count Basie, the great Count Basie band. Now, to make the band swing and play Frank's original arrangements, that was some of them written for that show, was the great Quincy Jones. So can you just imagine this in the 60s in Vegas? Frank Sinatra, Count Basie, Quincy Jones conducting. It doesn't get any better than that, folks. That's it. That's the creme de la creme. So what he would do, because he had Basie's band, he would actually let the band open up. So as of this next song, we're going to really set you in the mindset of what it was like at the Sands. I'm going to get back on the drums as if I'm in the Count Basie band. We're going to play a Count Basie hit titled Cute that happened to feature his wonderful drummer, Mr. Sonny Payne. And then after that, they would bring on Frank Sinatra. So the show officially starts right now, okay? So here is Cute, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sinatra at the Sands with Les DeMerle Band featuring Bonnie Eisel. Let's swing, okay? Thank you so much. Doug Matthews, give it up to Doug. Get it, Jack. Saxophone. Thank you so much. I think I got it out of my system. I'm sure I did. Witchcraft guys, let's ba-da-da. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Those fingers in my hair, that slide from hill to stair, that strips my conscience bare. It's witchcraft, and I've got no defense for it. The heat is too intense for it. What good would common sense for it do? 'Cause it's witchcraft, wicked witchcraft. And though I know it's strictly taboo, yeah, when you arouse me to me, my heart says yes indeed indeed. Proceed with what you're leading me to. Yeah, oh, it's such an ancient fish, and I was one that I won't resist. 'Cause there's no final way to you. Get it, horns, go. I got a woo in the front row. Can I hear that one again? Wow. She's going to be ready tonight, man. I'll tell you, man. You got the Okay, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, the band. These charts, by the way, these arrangements, many of them are written for my full big band. And that means that the alto saxophone player, lead alto player, Ajax, would have 4 other saxophones helping him play that big sound, you know, voice with great arrangements. We only have 1 horn. That's why we call them the horny horns. And then, and at the trumpet, the same thing. He usually has 4 trumpet players with him, but he's doing it all himself. For only 5 guys up here, 4 people actually, I think it sounds like a pretty good little big band, don't you? Give him a round of applause. The horns, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Now, I mentioned the arrangers before, Quincy Jones, and one of the most important arrangers to Frank Sinatra was Nelson Riddle. Nelson Riddle. And he wrote the next chart arrangement, and it's one of the all-time favorites of all the singers and all the bands because it just swings so easily. And that combination of Nelson Riddle and Sinatra, when they did this one, this was a #1 record. And I believe, in my notes here, this was written by Cy Coleman, and it was first recorded by Frank in 1957. So here is, I'm not going to tell you, you'll know it right in the introduction. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I've got you under my skin, and I've got you deep in the heart of me, so deep in my heart that you're really a part of me. I've got you, baby, under my skin. said to myself, this affair is never gonna go so well. But darling, how can I resist? Baby, I know so well that I've got you, yeah, under my skin. Let's swing easy. I sacrifice anything, come what might, for the sake of being near. Spite of a warning voice that comes in the night, every piece in my ear. Don't you know that fool? You never can win. Use your mentality. Wake up to reality. Yeah, and each time that I do, the thought of you make me stop before I begin, because I've got you under my skin. Oh, we're gonna do it to you big band style, the way Sinatra did it and sings with tenor bass. Let's go, guys. So far, let me have a little bit of straight vodka.
Knock it back.
You're putting real water in this one. All right. Okay, now this next tune, kind of apropos that I'm singing it off microphone, because this was a tune that Frank did almost every show his entire career. And he used to call it a saloon song. And he set this up with a little piano that you might hear around 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, in any small dive in the country. Would be nobody there but the bartender, and one guy would walk in. So the mood is 1, 2, 3, 4. Just picture this guy coming into a bar very late at night. Frank used to say, because his broad flew the coop with all the bread, I cleaned it up and I put the less DeMerle twist on it. I say, my wife kicked me out and stole the credit cards. That's a little bit more, well, you can get away saying that today, you know. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a story about a guy at the bar. He's just there with the bartender. It's 2:45. There's no one in the place except you and me. So set him up, Joe. I've got a little story you ought to know. We're drinking, my friends, to the end of a brief episode. Oh yeah. So make it one for my baby and one more for the road. I know the routine. So throw another quarter, in the machine, a nickel. I'm feeling so bad, so won't you make that music kind of dreamy and sad? Could tell you a lot, but you've got to be true to your code. So make it one for my baby, one more for the road. Yeah. Now, buddy, you might not know it, but you see, I'm a kind of poet, and I've got a lot of things to say. And when I'm gloomy, you simply got to listen to me until they're all talked away. So that's how it goes. Joe, I know you're getting anxious to close, but thanks for the cheer. I hope you didn't mind my bending your ear. This torch that I found, it must be ground, or for sure it might explode. So make it one for my baby and one more for the road. That long, I said it's long, oh, it's so long. Yeah, that long, I'm talking about the long, long road. Oh, yeah. Sweet, Mr. Doug Matthews at the piano, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. See, we know a lot about drunk songs. You know, we paid a lot of dues in those bars, man. I tell you. All right. Harry James was on the Olympic drinking team. You know, he was serious, man. He wore out 2 livers in the 30s. You know. They said, I know there's a few children here, but I got to tell you something that Frank Sinatra, when he sang these tunes, as I said, at the Paramount Theater, you know, they used to throw underwear up at them way before Tom Jones and Sinatra and Elvis Presley and all that, you know. So I was on the road once with Harry James with the great Helen Forrest. She's a wonderful singer who was with Harry's band at the same time, Frank. So I said to Helen one night, I said, Helen, was Frank really that much of a ladies' man? I mean, he had Ava Gardner, he had Marilyn Monroe, Lana Turner, you know. She said, let me tell you about something about Frank. You know that thing you guys have between your legs? And I said, yeah, Helen, I know that, of course. She said, well, he must have been born with 2 of them because he would have wore one of them out in the 40s. These are the jokes, guys. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the only way we're going to follow this is to bring up Bonnie. Okay? So how about a big round of applause for Bonnie Isom, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Thanks, everybody. Saturday night is the loneliest night of the week.
Sunday night at all, 'cause that's the night friends come to call. On Monday to Friday goes fast, and another week is past. But Saturday night is the loneliest night of the week. I sing the song that I sang for the memories I usually see. Until I hear you at my door, until you're in my arms once more. Saturday night is the loneliest night of the week.
Do I love you? Oh my, do I? Bonnie, I talk about did I do?
You're talking to me.
Do I want you? Oh my, do I? Sugar, talk about did I do? I'm living on the one that found you. That's why I'm always hanging around.
Hanging around you.
Do I love you? Oh my, do I? Baby, I told him about it, did I do? Oh yeah, I said, baby, I told him about it, did I do?
Tangerine, she is all they claim, with her eyes at night and lips as bright as flame. Tangerine, when she dances by, señorita Sterling Caballeros style. I've seen touches to tangerine, raised in every part across the Argentine. Yes, she has them all on her own, but her heart belongs to Japan. Her heart belongs to Tangerine. But Saturday night is the loneliest night of the week. I sing the song that I sang for memories I usually see. Until I hear you at my door, until you're in my arms once more. Saturday night is the loneliest night. Saturday night is the loneliest night. Saturday night is the loneliest night of the week. Thank you so much, everybody. What a treat to have you all here. Whew, yeah. Well, as you know, Frank Sinatra had Saturday Night as a big hit, and we're going to continue with all those Sinatra hits. I'm not going to sing them in his keys. Saturday Night, no, it doesn't work for me, but I'll do my own thing, and I hope you'll enjoy them.
When we put the show together, ladies and gentlemen, for tonight, Bonnie and I really worked hard on this one because this is the first time that we've done a full Sinatra show.
That's
We've always
right.
played a lot of Sinatra tunes in the course of our sets, but not a full show just dedicated of all the Sinatra hits. On the Sinatra at the Sands album, I was listening to it late one night, and I went into Bonnie's office and I said, I'd like you to put this one back in the repertoire because it's the second tune on the record. And she said, what is it? And I said, I've Got a Crush on You. And that's the second tune on the album that Sinatra at the Sands. So Bonnie was kind enough to really work hard on this because we had it in our repertoire when we first started together, and we hadn't played it, God, in 30 years or so, you know. So, ladies and gentlemen, Bonnie's going to give you a beautiful interpretation of Frank Sinatra's I've Got a Crush on You. Good luck.
I've been his fan. How glad the many millions of Toms and Dicks and Williams, he would say Lillians, he wouldn't say Toms and Dicks and Williams, would be to capture me. But you had such persistence, you wore down my resistance. I fell, and it was swell. You're my big and brave and handsome Romeo. How I won you, I will never ever know. It's not that you're attractive, but oh, my heart grew active when you came into view. much commotion. Could you care for a coming cottage? We could share the world with pardon much. 'Cause I've got a crush, my baby. That's Ajax. Could you care for a coming cottage? We could share the world with pardon my mush. 'Cause I have got a crush, my baby, on you. Could she? Frank Sinatra, thank you. Okay, everybody. You know everybody in the jazz world has sung this song. It's coming up. I need you to pop your finger, get in the groove. Now, Bobby Darin had a hit with this one, but Frank's version topped them all. You got the groove. That's it. 2 and 4, everybody. Right, JP? Brendan? Ocean lights with its deep scarlet billows start to spread. Fancy gloves the wears make heat. Though there is there's not a trace of red on the great. Les has got it from you right now.
All right, we're going to set this up, ladies and gentlemen, for video. And I'm going to set it up and tell you about this crazy video, incredible video, really. First of all, this was recorded around 1975 at Burbank Studios in New York, excuse me, in Los Angeles. And I was in Harry James's band for several years at this point, and we'd already toured with Frank Sinatra, but we hadn't played a TV show yet. John Denver, the great John Denver, had the idea to do a show built all around Frank Sinatra, and because of his origination, his origin with Harry James, we were the band chosen to play the show. And it was done at Burbank Studios, which is the same studio that Johnny Carson recorded in. And you're gonna see me as about maybe 30 years old playing with Frank. I had long hair, I looked like little Lord Fauntleroy in this thing, you know? And then Frank, after John Denver introduces Harry James, we played 2 O'Clock Jump, which is a Count Basie hit. And then following that, he introduces Frank Sinatra. Now I want to tell you one quick story about this before you see the video. The day of the recording, my mother called me and she said, "Hey kid, what time do you want me there to meet Frank?" You know?
She talked like that.
And she talked just like that. She was like a tough New York cookie, you know. She said, "What time?" I said, "Mom, this is a VIP, it's not like a nightclub, it's a TV show. You know, there is a live audience, but they're all Frank's friends and, you know, his posse, you know, his dear friends, his family, and then it's VIP only. So I don't know if I," she said, "Okay, kid, I understand. What time do you want me there to meet Frank?" You know? So I called Harry James and I said, because Harry loved my mother used to tell him dirty jokes. So she was like a sailor, you know. So I called Harry and I said, "Harry, is there any way we can get my mother into the show?" He said, "It's actually sold out, but I love your mother, so I'm going to take my chair from the dressing room, and we're going to put it at the end of the aisle, and she could sit there and watch the show, and she'll meet Frank afterwards, you know, in the dressing room." So I called my mother back. I said, "Mom, I've got it covered." She says to me, "Les, I've got it covered." And I said, "Oh my God, she's going to cost me my job." She probably called the producer or something, you know. And she said, "No, I'm going to show up early. There's so many people in that big band. I'm just going to sit in the trombone section. They won't know I'm there anyway, you know. I'll just sit in the band, you know." I said, "Mom, I got you covered. Harry James is going to give you his chair. You're going to come in. You're going to be nice. You're going to sit your ass down at the end of the aisle, and you're going to enjoy the show, you know." Anyway, she is in this video. You won't see her up close, but I swear to God, it was so cool. And then later, I introduced her to Frank, you know. And my mother, I said, "Mr. Sinatra, this is my mother." And my mother couldn't get one word out. She was like this. She was like, she was numb from that. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoy this clip. It's very historic and it means so much to me. And of course, it features the great Harry James Band and the iconic Mr. Frank Sinatra. Thank you, Stan. You play it?
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Harry James and his orchestra. 1940s, the swingin'est decade of them all. And I want you to know that I loved it. I mean, I wasn't even born yet till it was almost over. And the thing is, back in 1939, there was a young boy singer, even skinnier than me, with more hair, and he made musical history when he stood up in front of the Harry James Band and sang this song.
Nothing at all. Half a love never appealed to me. If your heart never could yield to me, then I'd rather have nothing at all. And if I fell under the smell of your call, I'd be caught in the undertow. So you see, I've got to say no, no, oh, nothing at all.
Sinatra, what do you guys think? I've got to pinch myself every time I see that, because when I was a kid, you know, I used to practice the records, and thank you, Brandon. And I had all of Frank Sinatra's records, and I played to that in my basement in Middle Village, Long Island. So here I am playing behind him, and I'm thinking to myself, I closed my eyes during this performance, and I said, God, thank you very, very much for putting me in the right place at the right time, because I'm the luckiest man on earth to be able to do this. And now, here I am almost 40 years later, and I have to share it with everyone, you know. And it's just so beautiful. 1976. I was 12 years old. Come on up, guys. We're going to play some music. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when we put this show together, a tune that we had never done is actually the song that was Harry's first record, All or Nothing at All. So again, I asked Bonnie, I said, do you think we could work this up and learn it? She never sang this song before. But I said, I want to do it different. Frank did it like in a slow ballad. I said, I hear you doing it kind of like in a Diana Krall version. So we're going to do the same song for you that you just heard Frank sing in our arrangement featuring Bonnie. And this is in a bossa nova feel, and it works perfectly. So, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Bonnie Isley.
Or nothing at all. Half a love never appealed to me. If your love never could yield to me, then I'd rather have nothing at all. Or nothing at all. If it's love, then there's no in between. Why begin, then cry for something that might the spell of your call, I'd be caught in the undertow. So you see, I've got to say no, no, nothing at all. Oh, nothing at all. Frank rolling over his word. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Are you ready for the big one? Let me hear you say yeah. Yeah. Let's wake them up in Yulee, guys. Let me hear you say yeah. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Everybody clap your hands. Yeah.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today.
Don't stay away too long.
I wanna be a part of it. New York, New York. These are vagabond shoes are longing to stray and step around on it. New York, New York. I wanna wake up and see that never sleeps to find out the top of the heap. These are little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start. You know, if I can't make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. Come on, get it, guys. Woo! I wanna wake up in a city that never sleeps to find another hill on top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start. New York, if I can't make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. Frank loves Chicago too, my hometown.
Chicago, Chicago, that tired of town.
It's a town too.
Chicago, I talk about Chicago. We're gonna show you around.
I'm gonna show you now.
You get your bottom dollar that you lose the blues in Chicago. Yeah, Chicago. The town that Frank Sinatra could not shut down. If anybody could, he could. State Street, that's a big great street. Don't you know, I just wanna say,
Just wanna say,
baby, that they can't get away with on Broadway. I had the time of my life. I saw a man go and find a wife in Chicago, Chicago, my hometown. Won't you join me, buddy?
got it.
Chicago, 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 a toddler town. Ba-da-ba-da-bop. Chicago, 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 I'll show you around.
I'll show you around.
You bet your bottom dollar that you're gonna lose the blues in Chicago. Yeah, Chicago. The town that Bonnie Isom could not shut down. Hit me, guys. State Street, Great Street, don't you know? I just wanna say, yeah.
Just wanna say,
Baby, you can't get away with on Broadway. Say, I've had time, the time of my life. I saw a man fall in Chicago. Yes, I'm talking about Chicago. We're gonna bring him back to New York City. Yeah, that's my kind.
gentlemen, give it up for Bonnie Isel. Give it up for Ajax McDonald. Give it up for Wyatt Bruno. Give it up for Doug Matthews.
How about Les DeMerle?
Thank you. How about a big round of applause for Mark and Donna Kaufman, ladies and gentlemen. Mark and Donna Kaufman. All right, Stacy, right here. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Give the band a round of applause one more time. Woo. Wow. All right, we are going to take a very short break, guys. We are going to be over here with our merchandise, if you like, but I must tell you real quick that we have our jazz series coming up starting May 25th. And we're going to do the story of Dixieland Jazz, focusing on the music of Louis Armstrong, right here. And then June 22nd, we're going to salute the big band era. You'll hear Glenn Miller, Count Basie, Duke Ellington, Benny Goodman, Harry James, all the hits. Then on August 17th, we're going to do a special tribute to Stan Getz and the Bossa Nova and Samba called Brazilian Fantasy, featuring Bonnie Isel, with Dr. Bill Prince on that one. And then we have also our lead-in to the Amelia Island Jazz Festival, August 17th, with a show we call Bebop, Blues, and Beyond. The music of Dizzy Gillespie, Charlie Parker. We put some Ella Fitzgerald in there. And we cross over to groups like Spyro Gyra, and it's a potpourri. Now, I must tell you also, just last night, Bonnie and I were down at the Ritz Theater hearing our 2024 headliner, Grace Kelly. And she packed the house last night, did almost a 2-hour show, and she's going to be our headliner on Friday, October 4th. So get those tickets at the Amelia Island Jazz Festival real fast. She played to 1,000 seats last night at the Ritz Theater, and it's sold out in a week. We only have 220 seats on the island at the Spring Hill Suites. So if you will see a show that you will not believe. Go online and just go Sax. Yeah, tonight she's in Las Vegas. She's playing in Vegas tonight, and the night before last she was in Boston. She's hot as a pistol. Grace Kelly, saxophonist and vocalist. Saturday night, Marsha Ball, incredible New Orleans legend from Texas, and she's coming in with a full Barrel House band. She's the first artist to ever get the Lifetime Achievement Award on Austin City Limits. We're so honored to have her as our headliner. But it's going to be the whole week, 8 days of jazz. But mostly, before we get to October, we want to tell you about all these dates we have coming up with Mark and Donna here. And then we also have our jazz cruise November 10th to the 17th on Holland America's beautiful ship called the New Amsterdam. And we have a printout. It's a pink piece of paper right over there at the table, the merchandise table. So if you want to know the information on that, it's a very reasonable cruise, and it's the Les DeMerle Dance and Jazz Party Cruise. As a matter of fact, Mike was there, and Mike was there. Stand up, guys, and stand up real quick. Just stand up real quick.
They're still standing.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna make you my agents. Hang on, Mike. Turn around and tell the people in 2 words what it was like to be out there on that cruise with us.
I can't quite remember anything.
And that's why we'll join the next cruise too.
It was awesome.
There was
It was
another
absolutely
person
awesome.
there.
Is there a drink package?
Bob was.
Yeah.
And Bob is here. Yeah. Okay, but anyway, we brought out a whole bunch of our fans from Amelia Island, and I'll tell you, the party never stops. Every night, different themes, and it's fabulous. So we want to take a break, guys. Give the band a break. Most of all, the entire band want to thank you all for being the greatest audience in the world. Bonnie and I will be right over the merch table if you'd like to purchase our CDs, and we have a DVD of our big band also. We'll be back in very short, in about 5 or 10 minutes, because we don't want to go too late for you guys tonight. We know you have dinner appointments. Okay, we'll be right on back. Thank you so much. God bless you guys. Thank you. We'll be at the merch table.
Given to
we're
an
going to start off
individual.
this set, ladies and gentlemen, with a tune
So
by the
I
Count
printed
Basie
out all
Band,
that.
just like we did in the
Still
first
don't
set
have
where I
my
started with Cute. That was the instrumental we played that featured the drums. This time around, we're going to feature the band on a Count Basie tune.
I thought
It's
you had
titled
to have
Shiny
such a
Stockings.
simple thing to
It's a
do it
great
like
tune.
that.
It's
Do
also
you get a
one of the
pin
tunes
number or
that we
something?
play with our big band, and it's a dance tune, and I hope that you'll enjoy it, okay? Here's Shiny Stockings, written by Frank Foster with the Count Basie Orchestra. Here we go.
One, two.
Ajax on the alto. I'm sorry, Wyatt on the trumpet. Get it. Wyatt Bruno on trumpet. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen. Doug Matthews. 1, 2, 1, 2. They call you Lady Luck, but there is room for doubt. At times you have a very friend way of running out. You're on this date with me. The pickings have been lush, and yet before the evening is over, you might give me the brush. You might forget your manners. You might forget to stay. And so the best that I can do is pray. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da. Let's go to Las Vegas for a song. Sinatra, love be your lady tonight. Love be your lady tonight. I love if you've ever been a lady to begin with. Love be your lady tonight. Love, let this gentleman see how nice a dame you can be. Well, I know the way you treat other guys you've been with. Love
doesn't wander all over the place and blow on some other guy's dice. I love that line. Let's keep this party whole night. You know what I'm talking about, Dougie? Never get out of my sight. Woo! Stick with me, baby. I'm the guy that you came with. Lucky lady tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Dougie Matthews at the piano. Get that. Doesn't leave her escort. It isn't fair. It isn't nice. A lady doesn't wander all over the place and blow on some other guy's dice. So let's keep this party polite. Woo! Never, 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 never get out of my sight. Stick with me, baby. I'm the guy that you came with. Lucky lady tonight. Lucky lady tonight. So we do ba she did ba. So we do lucky lady, lucky lady, lucky lady, 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 lucky lady, lucky lady. Lucky lady, lucky lady, tonight. Have you noticed that beautiful expression on Doug's face as he was playing that ending? He was thinking to himself, where the hell is he going now? But we made it home. We made it safe. Ladies and gentlemen, the next tune we're going to play for you is titled That's Life. You remember that one? And I recorded this. It's actually on my new record, which never was released before. It's on the Sound 67 record. And the Sinatra, you know, how should I say it? He was hot in the 50s and the 60s. Then he had kind of a lull going into the early 60s, and he needed something. He had already done the movie Here to Eternity, of course, which he got an Oscar for, as far as playing Maggio in that great movie. But musically, he hadn't had anything that was really the top of the charts until this record. And he knocked the Beatles out of the #1 spot with this tune, That's Life. So ladies and gentlemen, we have a unique arrangement that I actually wrote with a wonderful piano player in New York named Bob Hammer, and it's on my new record, which was recorded 65 years ago, and never put out until now. But man, I'll tell you, it holds up. It sounds as fresh today as it did when we did it. And I hope you'll enjoy it, ladies and gentlemen. Frank Sinatra's "That's Life." 1, 2, 3. That's what all those people say. You're riding high, they will shot down in May. But I'm not gonna change my tune till I'm back on top in June. That's right. Funny as it seems. Some people get their kicks, they be stepping on their dream. But I'm not gonna let it get me down. No, 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 'cause this final world keeps on spinning around. I've been a puppet, a rebel, a pirate, a poet. I've been a fool in I've been up and down, over and out. Baby, I know one thing. Each time I find myself laying flat upon my face, I pick myself up and get back in the race. Yeah, that's right. You know you can't deny it. When I think about leaving, my heart won't let me fly. If I never had one single day, well, I'd be on a big bird. Don't you know I'm gonna fly? I've been a puppet, a robber, a pirate, a poet. I've been a pawn and a king. I've been up and down and over and out. And baby, I know one thing. Why each time I find myself laying flat upon my face, I pick myself on up. I'm gonna get back in the race. Yeah, that's right. No, you can't deny it. When I think about living, well, my heart won't let me lie. And if I never had one single day, I'd jump on a big bird. Don't you know I would fly? Oh yeah, baby, that's right. That's right. Oh, that's right. I'm talking about life. Baby, that's right. Hey, baby, that's right. Talking about life. You know that's life, yeah, that's life. Thank you very much. Isn't that a great arrangement? I love it, man. I love that arrangement. It's got, you know, if you listen to the original Frank Sinatra record of that, it was one of the first albums that he did and songs he did where he used B3 Hammond organ. And in the back of Stats Life, his version, you hear these great blues licks, like the jazzy blues licks, and he never used Hammond organ before. So when I had my arranger, Bob Hammer, work with me on this, I said, even though we don't have organ, I want to get that greasy kind of like late night, but we do, oh man, that's down in the gutter. That's the way, I like it, that's the way, I like it. Oh yeah, you've been working with Casey and the Sunshine Band? You did go on a tour with him. Now you mean you with Casey, man? You did all the moves and all that? Yes. Okay. Okay, Wyatt, I gotta see this. I gotta see it. And Ajax, you gotta do some of this too. So just give me a band for that. 1, 2, 3. That's the way, I like it. 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 That's enough. Man, I just wanted 4 bars. You kept playing. Okay, now beside that, I've seen Casey in the Sunshine Band, and you know John Reed. John Reed, John Reed, your teacher, right? I want to see. I had him. You were with me the year we gave you your scholarship. I had John Reed in the trumpet section. Remember that? And I had him do it. Now he also did some of that John Travolta. Yeah. Can you do that?
It's not scripted. They just do it.
Well, you're going to just do it now. Right? No. Ajax, I need to see some. You all heard of John Travolta? What you're going to see is John revolting right now. Just a little. Give me some of that funk. 1, 2, 3. That's the way I like it. Come on. That's the way I like it. Come on, guys. That's the way I Wait, that's your big move? All right, come up here for a minute on stage with me. Now you look at Wyatt and I together. I want you to tell him what you are.
I'm his bodyguard.
Yeah. I said to him when we gave him the award for the scholarship, he came up and I felt like I was getting a nosebleed just talking to him. And I said, man, you could be my bouncer or my bodyguard. He says, okay, man, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, a beautiful young man, Mr. Wyatt Bruno. And also a great saxophonist, Mr. Ajax McDonald. Come on up, buddy, let's bring it on home. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our dear friends. Okay. We have our dear. Don't move their drink, Bon. Don't move their drinks. Bring them up to the band. You know. Ladies and gentlemen, Stan Cottle did our video for us today. His wife Deb Cottle is here, and Barbara, and Lenny's here. Lenny here, and Barbara. We thank you guys for being with us. And since Bonnie, since you mentioned Lenny, you won't believe this. This young lady in front of me is 101 years old.
Inspiration.
Lenny, when you have a minute, can you come over and meet this woman? Can you come up real quick? Come on over. If you wanna have a date tonight, here's 95-year-old Lenny. 98-year-old Lenny. Yeah. Do we have a spare chair in the back? Guys, hey Dave, get one of those chairs that are open in the back.
She asks, are you married? Are you married?
I'm available.
They told me this will be a family show.
That's DeMerle family. Well, you know. Depends what kind of family you got, right? Fun family. Fun family.
That is so beautiful. 101. God bless you. And man, she's in the front row giving me that energy like she's 20 years old. And Lenny, one of my dearest friends, again, at 97, 98, 98.
Almost 99 on the 30th of May. April. Oh my gosh, 2 days. Woo!
I think you guys should go out to dinner tonight.
Matchmaker.
All right, ready, guys? 1, 2,
It's for Deb.
1, 2, 3.
I've got the world on a string, sitting on a rainbow. Got the string around my finger. What a world, what a life, I'm in love. I've got a song that I sing, I can make the ring go anytime I move my finger. Lucky me, can't you see I'm in love? Life is a beautiful thing, as long as I hold the string. I'd be a silly so-and-so if I'm let go. I've got the world on a string, sitting on a rainbow. Got the string around my finger. What a world, what a life I'm in.
nicely. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big round of applause for this incredible band? They're really giving us 100% tonight. All right. Now we're going to do something a little different, Mark. Yeah, I'll use your mic. Okay.
Oops,
All right, okay, it'll be the next two.
easy lesson.
I got it.
Slide it in.
That's what she said.
Well, you know.
Takes me back to our first date. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you know that we're very involved, of course, with the Million Island Jazz Festival. Hi, Lynn. I'm so glad to see you out. Lynn Rupel, Jack Rupel, so beautiful, and Diane Barton, big supporters. And through the years, we've been now doing it on 21 years, and jazz education.
The Jazz Festival.
Yeah, jazz education is a
We're
big.
married 36, but.
Jazz education is a big part of what we do, and every week we're in the schools. And what we do with the kids, because if they don't hear it from somebody who played it, they won't hear it on the radio like we did when we were kids, you know. They won't hear Sinatra, they won't hear Count Basie, Duke Ellington, you know. So I do a thing where I invite a few kids up sometimes to just be part of the show. Now we of course all worked hard tonight and have a great time. We honored our seniors. You are 20 years old, I'm in the front row. But I'd like to do something now with some of the kids, because they've never heard this music. JP, is it? TJ? TJ, I'm gonna bring TJ up. TJ, come on up with me. This is my friend TJ. Okay. Now TJ, is this your first time hearing jazz?
No.
Aren't you excited to be hearing the Frank Sinatra show tonight?
No.
Okay, this one you can say yes to, okay? How would you like to do a little tune with me and learn how to scat sing? Can you say yes?
Yes.
He's gonna have to go down.
He's okay, he's got it. Okay, now what we're gonna do, Doug of Blues and F. One, I-T, I-1, I-T, I-3. First thing you do, you wanna be hip. You wanna be like Frank Sinatra. So you gotta snap your fingers. Can you snap your fingers? Now give it some attitude. Give it a little smile. Give it a little smile. If I tickle you, you can smile? Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a little riff, and then whatever I say, you repeat. Okay? This is fun.
Okay.
Sa-ba-ba.
Sa-ba-ba.
Sa-boo-wee-boo.
Sa-boo-wee-boo.
Sa-boo-de-doo-dee.
Sa-boo-wee-doo-dee.
Sa-bee-boo-boo-da.
Sa-boo-wee-doo-dee.
Soup-doo-doo.
Soup-doo-doo.
Boo-de-doo-doo.
Doo-ba-doo-doo.
Oh, man, real pro. Come on. Can you come on? Yeah, lean there with me, Dakota. You can lean there too. Okay. Now this is Dakota, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna do the same thing, okay? And you, my man, you gotta keep snapping the fingers. Keep the audience right in the groove, okay? You ready, Dakota? Are you warmed up? Are you ready to make your debut with the dynamic Les DeMerle Band tonight?
Yes.
Are you gonna knock them out tonight? Let me hear you say, yeah!
Yeah.
All right. Then we're gonna have some trades with both of you guys, okay? Here we go. Sa-bee-dee-doo.
Sa-bee-bee-doo.
Sa-bee-da-doo-doo-da.
Sa-bee-doo-doo-doo-da.
Sa-da-da-da-da-doo.
Sa-ba-da-doo-doo.
Sa-da-da-da-da-doo.
Sa-ba-da-da-doo.
Shoo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Sa-dee-da-dee-da-dee-doo-da. Sa-bee-bee-bee.
Sa-bee-bee-bee.
Sa-ba-ba-doo-doo-dee.
Sa-ba-ba-doo-doo-dee.
Sa-ba-doo-beep-boop-beep-bop.
Sa-ba-dee-bee-bee-bee-bee.
Yeah! Sa-ba-dee.
Sa-ba-dee.
Subidi, stand up, guys. Everybody clap your hands. Come on, everybody clap your hands. I said, hey, hey. I said, all night long. I said, hey, yeah. I said, one more time. I said, yeah, yeah. Subidi-dee. Breaks, guys. Subidi-boo-bee-ba-doo-bow.
So beat boo doo boo da.
Subidi-boo-beep-beep-wow.
Somebody woo beep beep ow.
Subidi-doo-doo-doo-doo-dow.
So doo doo doo.
Hey, hey, everybody clap your hands. I said all night long, get a little step up. I said, hey, hey. I said all night long. I said one more time. Yeah, yeah. I said, hey, Baba Reba, give me some horns. Hey, Baba Reba. Hey, Baba Reba. Hey, Baba Reba. Count Basie would end this song like this. Count Basie, yeah. Take it down. Give the kids a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Watch yourself get well. And you did fabulous. I want to ask, how old are you now?
8.
8 years old. You know, man, you gotta get a jacket like this, man. You gotta work like Frank Sinatra. Now you said it. Now you go. Subidi-bow.
So beat beat bow.
Good. Now give me my jacket back. All right. Give them a big round of
How long has it been since I took a lesson? Oh, gosh. I can go this way, I think. Well, maybe not.
Yeah, yeah. I got it. Got it. Got it. Okay. All right, okay, anyway. All right. There's no telling what'll ever happen at the Les DeMerle show, ladies and gentlemen. The guys don't know what's going on. I don't even know what I'm doing until 1 second before I do it. I know.
Tell me about it.
I know it's gonna feel right. But I'll tell you, when we have again a 101-year-old beautiful young lady in the audience, Lenny, 98, right? Yeah.
Almost 99.
99.
On the 30th.
Okay. You know we're gonna play your 100th birthday. You know, no charge. My whole band is gonna be there. And ladies and gentlemen, also a big round of applause for the kids, because that takes a lot of courage to do what they do. Kids, stand up and play loud. Where's my little brother? There he is. By the way, I want to introduce you to one of my youngest drum students now, JP. Can you stand up and take a bow? She's
Virginia Beach High School.
High school, and she is the head of the marching drum line there, and she's taking a lesson with me, so it's a pleasure. Okay, we're gonna go out, ladies and gentlemen, with All Right, Okay, You Win, Baby, I'm in Love with You, and that is our true sentiment tonight. We absolutely had a ball entertaining you with our Frank Sinatra show. We're going to have some fun on this. And I'll tell you, if you want to stand up midway through this and just shake the booty a little bit, have some fun, let's do it, man. It's good to exercise, you know? So come on, let's get the groove going and have some fun. Stand up if you want to dance, Mike and Pam, anywhere you want. Let's have
Find a
fun.
space if you can.
1, 2, 3. Everybody clap your hands. Thank you very much. Did you have a good time, ladies and gentlemen? All right. So she just told me the party is at her house tonight. After everybody goes over there for... Okay, now Maryland. Okay, we have a few thank yous, Mom.
We have lots of thank yous. Oh my goodness. First, the Kaufmans for having this wonderful venue. Yes. Let's already thank the band. They're the base of this all. Mark Gullidge over at the sound table and also playing drums. Stan Cottle for doing the video and the screensaver. We've got thank yous to the wonderful Leanne and Ron for being here tonight, and all of our sponsors who are here for the Jazz Festival. Thank you so very much, and all of our wonderful friends who've been here for so long and been supporting us for so many years. Thank you. And new friends, we have an emailing list right here at the merchandise table, and we'll be over there now.
Yeah, and make the cruise with us, guys. Take that cruise information, and Bonnie and I will be there in case you would like to purchase a CD. We thank you so much.